I'm James Nelsson. I'm the Landcare Facilitator for the Loddon Plains Landcare Network. It's the largest landcare network within the North Central CMA's catchment. We've got 18 member groups, and of those 18 member groups they're spread across an area of about 6,000 square kilometres or 600,000 hectares. There's a varied amount of technology usage within the groups. Some groups, even the presidents don't have access to email, and their phones are the old Nokia type, push the button 3 times to get a letter up. So it presents some real issues or challenges for communication and getting information out to all the groups. Last year, when we had the clear process of identifying improvements to the network, we decided that what we would do is try and improve communication strategies. So at the first meeting we had this year in February, we invited at least 2 members from each of the groups to attend, and we had membership from every group. All 18 groups actually turn up for that meeting, which was really fantastic. At that meeting we asked them to nominate a person who would be their communications officer. Sometimes that's the president or the secretary, or it might be just any member of the group who's really good at getting communication across. That's made our life a lot easier, so majority of our communication is via email now, but there are still a number of people that we have to actually send things to via the old snail mail, or we ring up and pass information on. As part of our network grant, we wanted to build on the resilience of the group and provide them with technology expertise. A lot of the groups, as I said, don't even have smartphones, so this is a really good introduction using tablets, which we bought as part of a previous network grant. And we go out to each of the different areas and run training for them. The training involves learning actually how to use a tablet, which means that they're learning how to use a smartphone because they're exactly the same technology. We've been giving them training in use of mapping programs, how to access Excel, Word and Outlook and Gmail, so they're familiar with that kind of technology and can use that to communicate back. So as a result of running these training sessions, we've had a lot of feedback where people have gone to other groups. As with a lot of landcare groups, you have members who are members of more than one area, and so they've passed on this information, and that's generated a lot more interest, as well as the usual methods of communication that we've been using, which has been the LPLN website, the LPLN Facebook page, and also we cross-share. A number of our groups have got their own Facebook pages, and so we often post to their pages as well, so that's been a really good method of actually generating interest and also sharing of information. Facebook has been a real game changer for us, I think. It's not so much the older members of the groups, but certainly my generation down definitely are using it. We decided as part of the process that we would try and have a meeting across the various areas of the network so that we could get local groups to come, because it's such a large distance for groups to travel to a meeting. So every third or fourth meeting we tend to have it away from where we normally have our meetings, and we invite the local groups to turn up so that they can see what's happening within the network, and to basically keep them informed of what's going on, and to make sure that they actually feel engaged, because it is their network. I find that the most effective way is face-to-face. When I actually go out to them, meet them at their meetings or meet them on site, that's when I have the best engagement. Following on from that, probably phone calls and emails. But if you send an email, you need to have a follow-up phone call. Yeah, and that seems to be the best method.